Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. We are going to start creating. We're going to dive into the last few days. We've got 3 days left of this month. And we are going to start creating your vision board. If you've been following along, we've been talking about visions and dreams and what are your goals and what are you hoping to achieve? And so we've been going through this book. And we're on chapter 10. So I'm going to give you just a brief overview of chapter 10. But my hope is that you start creating today, tomorrow, and getting your visions and your goals and your pictures on a board so that you can see it and you can speak over it and you can achieve it. That is the goal. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? We've had an early morning, so I got up, I worked out. Who's my early morning risers? Who's already worked out this morning? Me and my daughter. So my husband just went to pick her up. The volleyball team the volleyball team gets to do the weight room a few days a week, and so she was at the gym for the high school volleyball team really early. So we have been up for a while and reading. I love to own my morning. If you own your morning, I truly feel like you own your day. If you get up and you get the things that you want done, it's going to set your mindset on track and you're going to accomplish more things because you got up early, even though you might be tired, and you took time to get your mindset right and you had time for you, so that you can have the flow into other people, right? When you work on yourself, it's not selfish. I used to think that as a young mom. This isn't anything to do with the book, but when our girls were babies, we have 4 daughters back to back, right? So when they were new, 2, 4, and 6, I wouldn't work out. I wouldn't go to the gym. I wouldn't take time for myself. I would really let the babies own my morning it's fine, but I wouldn't even just give myself a moment in the day. I thought I was selfish. I thought I'm not supposed to. And as I grew into a wiser mom, I came to realize, if I'm not filled, if I don't have my mindset right, it's hard for me to fill others, right? So even if your kids are older or you have employees or whatever the case may be, if you aren't filled, how are you going to fill others? How are you going to bless others? How are you going to encourage others around you, right? That is the importance of reading. So my hope is I'm going to give you just a brief overview of chapter 10, and then we're just going to create. What does that look like? How do we dream? That's what the book has been about. If you're going through it, you have the book if you're tuning in here. Basically, the very last chapter, chapter 11, gives you ideas of what to put on your vision board. But this very last chapter, she said, she believes is the hidden key to living your dreams. So, are you all awake? I feel like I need to tap on the screen to wake you up. How's your morning? I see you popping on. So, happy Monday. We get to, not have to. I would really challenge you to look at your words today. It's not it's Monday. It should be it's Monday. It's not I have to go to work. It's I get to go to work. I get to work out. I get to pack my lunch. I get to choose wisely, right? I get to, not I have to. Change your words. It's going to help you change your mindset. So this entire chapter is about sowing seeds. Whether it's biblical or scientific or however you hear this phrase, you reap what you sow, right? Or there's seed time and harvest time. Has anybody ever heard that phrase? You've got seed time in your life and then there's harvest. You reap what you sow, right? And so in this chapter, which is a pretty quick read, she talks about you may not have what you need, but you're never without the seed that will produce it. Basically, whenever you have a need, sow a seed. What's so interesting is our pastor at our church, this is something that he's been talking about probably for the last month, is sowing a seed. Sowing a seed. What does that mean? You reap what you sow. If you sow angry words, if you sow negativity, if you sow doubt, if you sow all of those things, what do you think you're going to get? If you sow a negative seed, are you going to get a positive fruit? Are you going to get something back that's positive? If you sow doubt and you sow fear and you sow the words that you're speaking over yourself and others, are you going to get something great back? No. You don't sow an apple seed and get corn, right? This is very, very biblical. It's very much truth in any way that you decide you want to look at it. But she uses a depiction, or she uses the story of a farmer. A farmer understands this. There's seed time and there's harvest time. Right now, you creating the vision board, excuse me, you creating a vision board, you writing down affirmations, you really truly believing in what you want, that's your seed. Your vision board is your seed, right? Part of it is the words that you're going to speak, the things that you're going to see. You're going to work hard. You're going to sow into those seeds, and you're going to reap the harvest of what you sow. You can't sow a bad seed and get something great, right? Oftentimes people believe, if you've been on here at any point in time, you know that I don't believe in luck. I believe in hard work. I believe in sowing seeds. And so she tells a lot of stories, but she says, you reap what you sow. What you give is what you get. Our CEO, we're great friends with, has said this for years. I've heard him say, what you give, you have forever. And he says, you can't outgive and not receive something in return. What you give, you have forever. So basically in this chapter, she just gives you an overview of what that could look like. She's like, if you're wanting something in your life, sow a seed. She talks a lot about finances in here because her goal was financial. She's like, I wanted a certain amount of finances. I wanted this home. I wanted things. I sowed a seed of finances into a specific area. And so whether it's sowing a seed of finances or sowing a seed of positive words or affirmations over other people, or your time can be a seed, your words can be a seed, giving a gift, finances, all of those things are seeds that you're planting in hopes for a harvest. Does this make sense? I hope this is making sense. I'm going over the whole chapter because it's pretty... the whole chapter is on the same concept. Your dreams are no different. You must sow for each of your dreams if you want a harvest in your life. I am convinced this is the hidden key to living your desires, sowing and reaping. A man's harvest in life will depend entirely on what he sows. That is in the Bible. And so she gives stories about sowing seeds. She gives stories financially. She says, remember, it's not your job to figure out how your dreams will manifest. Your responsibility is to stay focused on the vision, sowing seeds towards it, trusting God. Remember this phase. When you have seen inside, when what you have seen inside becomes more real than what you see outside, it's just a matter of time. And so she talks about working hard. She talks about seeing your vision boards. She talks about putting in the work. It's not luck, right? Sowing seed is work. Finding an extra job to get financially free is working. Saving and not spending is working, and putting all of these things to work to create your vision board. So you're going to have a board. You're going to have goals towards it. You're going to sow seeds, and you're going to put the work in, right? It's not going to just come to pass on its own. There's just a lot of stories in this chapter. There's one more thing I know I highlighted that I wanted to share. It's the law of seed time and harvest. We want instant results, but a farmer knows that when he plants in the spring, the harvest comes in the fall, right? So we have a vision board. We have these dreams and goals. We have things that we want to achieve, and there's seed time and there's harvest time. Right now we're going to plant seeds. We're going to create the vision boards. We're going to look for places that we can serve, we can give, we can bless others, and we're going to work hard, right? Seed and harvest time. Be wise like the farmers, knowing that the harvest takes a little time. So her action step was basically, I challenge you to put, she said she challenges you to put a financial blessing, but it could be time, it could be words, it could be blessing somebody with something. Basically, seed time and harvest time and being a blessing to others, right? So that was this chapter. I hope the seed and harvest time, does that make sense? If you have the book, it's an easy read. And then what we're going to do for the next 3 days is, if you haven't already, here's the time to create your board. What does your board look like? It could be a very simple white piece of paper. Print off some pictures that you're wanting and paste them on there. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? You could have a big poster board. You could have a little, we have some little canvases, and you can do whatever you want. There's not an expectation of this board to be Pinterest worthy. This board is just for you to dream. So in this next chapter, she says, I'm going to give you some things to think about to put on your board. Where are some countries you might want to travel to? What are things that you would like to collect? She says, like postcards, keychains, coins. List some activities that you want to try. Surfing, parasailing, skiing. On your vision board, you could write beaches you want to go to, or monuments you want to see, books you want to read or write. List some things that you want to classes you might want to take. What do you want and what's going on your vision board? So my challenge to you for the next couple days, and we'll continue to talk about it, is right now, what do you want to achieve in your health and fitness by the end of the year and over the next year? Remember, we're planting seeds. So your health and fitness you're not going to accomplish it all in the next 30 days. Give yourself a year. Where do you want to be at the end of this year in 4 months, and where do you want to be by next year, within a year? Financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, relationally. What are you going to put on your board? Now, I can't do this for you. I wish I could. If you don't even have the book, this should just be something that you can go, I've always wanted to travel to Paris, or I've always wanted to take my family skiing, or I want to get out of debt. I want to pay off student loans. I'd love to get a car that's not held together by duct tape. That was me a few years ago, 6 years ago. I'd love to lose 30 pounds. I would love to write a book. I'd love to have a date night once a week. What is it that you want? What is it? So I can't create the board for you. My challenge to you, my action step to you is, as you're going throughout your day, it doesn't matter if you're at work or you're at school. I'm pretty sure your mind drifts a little bit. Put a little piece of paper by your computer, by your desk, wherever you're at, and just start jotting things down as they come to your mind throughout your day. I would love to accomplish this. I would love to do this with my family. And I want you to print out some pictures and start putting it on a board. That's our action step for the next 3 days. I'm gonna kind of redo mine, and I'll share more tomorrow with you about mine. But that is your action step. So this is the book that we have pretty much done with. You're going to start creating. And then this is the book that we're going to start October 1st. What day is October 1st? I don't even know. This is the book. Maybe Friday. Is that right? So anyways, this is the book. We're going to go through it, Think and Grow Rich. It's not what you think. So I will read this and go through it. It's going to take us a while because it is a thick book, and it's not something that we can go through super fast. So awesome. I hope you have an incredible day, incredible morning. As always, you can always reach out and ask questions. I'm here to help, whether it's about food or home. I get a lot of homeschool questions, workout questions, just how to simply get started, food, anything about ketones. Send me a message. I'm here to help. I hope you have an incredible day, and we'll talk to you soon.